Hey, this is Broken Jack, and this is my first Blender tutorial, and that might be big news for nobody. But that being said, I'm going to get started anyway. I'm going to open up Blender. There we go. I'm using Blender 2.46. Any version of Blender that uses the composite nodes will work, I'm sure. I haven't confirmed it, but anyway. Basically, the effect that I want to show is an effect made famous by the Glamour Shots franchise. It's nothing more than throwing a fog filter in front of the lens to hide blemishes and whatnot, wrinkles. So let's get started. I'm going to take this cube and get rid of it. I'm going to add a monkey, Suzanne as they call her in the Blender circles. I'm going to rotate on the -70 on the x-axis. Going to confirm that. Going to go to the top view. Going to rotate her again towards camera. And I'm going to add some lamps. Going to Shift D to duplicate that lamp. Move it there. Shift D, duplicate again. Shift D, duplicate again. Shift D, duplicate again. And take that lamp. I'm going to move that in. And I'm going to adjust these lamps a little bit better. And let's see. Let's grab them all and move them on the Z down here. And let's see. I'll take this lamp and move it right there. This lamp, move it down there. This lamp, move it right there. And move it there. Let's look at our camera view. Let's get a little closer. I'm going to grab the camera. Press Z twice to move it on the local Z axis to kind of push in there. Gonna grab the monkey, and give it some smoothing. I'm gonna smooth the monkey, subsurf it, and set smooth. Smooth the monkey. I don't know if is that what the kids are calling it these days? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's do a quick render. And actually, it's not going to be quick because I'm on a Pentium 4 3 gig, and that's ancient by a lot of standards. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now I have ray tracing turned on, so I'm going to turn that off just to make things go a little bit quicker. And let's see. There we go. That's a little bit better. Basically, what I want is some of these specular highlights. See those there? That'll show off the effect a little bit better. And I think I'm gonna bring this lamp in just around a little bit more, and this guy around here. Let's see, do another quick render. Wow, okay, yeah, that'll bloom nicely. Okay, so we got our monkey. I don't like the color, so I'm gonna change that to a jade-like color. And let's see. That's good, jade. I'm not rich, so I don't really know what jade looks like. But that'll do. Do another render. There we go. Wow, she's beautiful. Okay, here comes the fun part. I'm going to split this window, and I'm going to change this to our node editor. And I'm going to hit this button right here, composite nodes. I'm going to hit this button, use nodes. And there we go. We've got two nodes. We've got an input node and an output node. Basically what I want to do is I want to take two images of this monkey and combine them. One's going to be blurry, one's not going to be blurry. You'll see what I mean in a minute. If you want to get rid of these wires, just paint over them. I'm going to disconnect that. I'm going to add a filter, a blur filter node. And I'm going to set that filter node, blur node to Gaussian. Yes, I have no idea what that means, but Photoshop users can tell you all about it. And let's see. And I'm going to add another node. And this is going to be a mix node. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to mix this blurry image with a non-blurry image in this node right here, and then output it to this composite window. So let's wire that up. I'm also going to use something called a viewer, which are really handy. Output viewer. And what that does is if I hit this backdrop button, it's going to show me kind of an updated version of what I'm, what I'm working on as I work on it. So let me wire some stuff up just to show you. All right, there we go. And see how it updated? I'm looking at this viewer node right here. And it's actually mixing with nothing. So that's why it's kind of washed out. So let me bring this down so it can mix with itself. Now I haven't blurred it at all, so it's not showing a blur. So I am going to blur it out. Let's give 20 on the X and 20 on the Y. All right, now that's kind of showing a little something, but I like to use the add blend mode. That kind of makes things a little bloomier, and what it does is adding the brightness levels of our two images together, and it's also adding the background sky. I don't really want that, so I'm going to hit this A button, which stands for include alpha of second input in this operation. This guy's a second input, and that's the unaffected image. And it's basically, it's just adding an alpha channel. So it's adding an alpha channel, which means nothing. So it's just retaining the original background. That looks pretty good. One of the things I wanted to do with the material, and I will go back to my materials button, hit shaders. I'm going to ramp up the specular and hardness to give it more of a glass-like appearance. Now it's not updating here because I haven't done a render. That's what you need to do. Basically, the nodes are just, they're affecting an already rendered image. They're not really affecting sort of in 3D space. They're kind of affecting a 2D image. So let me render this out. She's more glass-like. That's good. Nothing's happened either because I haven't done something that I should have told you at the beginning, is you have to hit this button down here, do composite. That way it tells the renderer to use the information up here to make your final render. So let's do it again. See what I mean. There you go. See? Everything's all better now. So there you go. It's got a crazy kind of foggy thing going on. That may be what you want. It may not be what you want, but that's what it is. And one of the limitations of this effect, and I will show you that right now. Let me change the world background to a bright white. I'll render it out again. There we go. Is that it kind of blurs the dark areas too. So if you're against a white or bright background, you're going to see that. That may not be what you want. So I don't know. That's the way it goes. Like I said, I'm still a bit of a noob. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but this is the way I'm showing you. And that's what I'm going to do. That looks pretty good. One more thing, I'm going to hit this gamma button. For some reason, it makes everything pop out a little bit more. And also, too, you can go nuts on these values. Look at that. Crazy. There's no rules. Do whatever you want. And look at that. He's radioactive. I want to push that. Actually, if you just, let's keep the Y value high and just bring the X down a little bit. Ah, look at that. See? See what you can do? It's crazy. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully it helped you out or showed you something that you hadn't seen before. Like I said, I'm a noob. I'm learning. I welcome criticisms, whatever. That's how we learn. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.